If you can see this, the only reason you can see it is because I'm letting you see it. This is the Savage She-Hulk. You can see the Savage She-Hulk. This is a good issue, actually. I'm going to put it back in here. I'll just keep ordering this stuff. I'm hoping I'm going to have to start selling some. I'm going to have to start selling comic books that are in much older or younger state. And although I got 29 cents in the bank, I just spent the cost at the convenience store. It's been kind of a bitch here trying to get this stuff together. But I'm still doing this stuff, still trying to learn it. And it's just kind of, you know, like a record here of what I'm doing. You know, I just got done eating. Put that down there. Oh, it's kind of like, jeez, you know, I can't explain it. But I got the digital camera. I got more things to buy. I got a list. Where's the list at? Got a list of stuff I'm doing. You know, I write things down as opposed to, you know, what I need and things like that. I haven't got everything down, but it's the learning curve is just slow for this stuff, you know. I don't know what to say, you know, other than PayPal is the one that's the bitch to pull together. I wish there was some kind of tutorial, and I'm looking at a guide tutorial on now, and it's probably about on 12 or 34 from a video that was made in 2009. But other than that, sorry, got that over my beard. Thirsty. I was watching these same videos earlier, and I just, you know, I'm tired. Let's go in the hallway here. It's just kind of slow, you know. Stuff is really slow. I can't say much more about it. But I'm having to study this stuff over and over and over again. Wish I could just, you know, get the knowledge for it, but I don't have the knowledge. And it's difficult, you know, because next month I want to put at least one comic book out. And I don't seem to be able to do that. You know. And, weird, huh? I got all the lights on in here, you know, you can see that and that. But, we're in the 406 here, I guess. You know, I don't know what to say right now, because although I, you know, got this stuff together, I've pretty much thought about, you know, whether I'm going to play poker or not anymore. Because poker, you know, has taken more of a chance than just, you know, collecting these comic books. And I know that the more comic books I sell, the more I'm going to be able to buy the older comics so that I can sell them on eBay. And I'm not really worried about, you know, SSI or anything like that. If anything did happen, I would probably, would probably just, try and get my shit together. I hope nothing does happen, but it's just slow, And I know that out in the world, there's a lot of people who are, how should we put it, narcissistic and psychotic. And you can see it in their demeanor and how they, over the years, people like this have changed our society. And it makes it harder on a small guy like myself trying to get out of this kind of situation, because I really don't feel like working at Burger King. And it takes time. After I'm done with this video, I'm going to upload it and, sit here in this uncomfortable chair, and I'm alone. There's no female companionship here. I haven't met anybody. And I get sometimes I have to go across the street to eat and get food, because I run out of food. I mean, I had a bunch of ham the last time I did a digital recording, but I cut my funding off to CBN because they're again getting into weird stuff that doesn't have anything to do with scripture. Mega churches, they're bringing Catholics on there, and, they're just ending up like Benny Hinn and all these other dumbass preachers. And I'm trying to follow the right way, the true gospel, and going to these pink and fluffy churches is just bullshit. The atheists are another group of demonic and satanic screwballs that all they do is think about God and how they can, put down Christians because of, but the atheist proves that God exists. As one man put it. So that's my progress. It's slow, and once I start getting the ball rolling, I'm going to start out small, and I try and use eBay to catapult myself back into a position of getting back into the mainstream of society, because in my childhood years, people thought I was, special, and they put me in special ed classes, and I despise the people who did that to me. And the supposed friend that I had, he took my comic book collection, over 400 of them, and they were worth over $500,000, and he took them, and the idiot fucking gave them to his little brother, and his little brother sold them off. So I'm kind of pissed off about that. Not that I don't forgive him, but that was a lot of money. That was a good comic book collection. And I feel that I can't even get a girlfriend because girlfriends cost so much money, and some of these girls out here, they're so stuck up that, living in a place like I do, they wouldn't like that, because what are you going to do? They'll end up leaving, because the American women, a lot of them are just messed up in the head. I haven't met one yet that, will stick with you or stick around. Not that I haven't looked, but I just don't care anymore about getting a female companion, because that requires money and the way of the world, and I see that most of the girls are going with a bunch of, they're going the wrong way. That's the impression I get. I don't know if it's true, but with all these the pornographers on here, on the internet and the nutballs on TV, shows that people are narcissistic and psychotic. And that's the problem with our world. I've been writing a theory for the last 2 years, and there's that. Whoops, gotta stop that. Yeah, still going. For the last 2 years on something I call aleodeology. And aleodeology is about automation and the fact that Einstein is not right, and that that the real thing about what they're talking about, Einstein is talking about. I know mathematics, I've studied it for years in physics and stuff like that. And they're simply wrong, Their definition of space-time is that space has time. Space is a nothing. You can't bend space-time. The relationship that I'm thinking about is that energy itself is time, but energy itself is basically an automated process. The time that exists with energy only. I can't explain this. It's in my computer files. I have kind of like put it on the back shelf as I have with other things, except for scripture. It's just, I blame America basically for putting me in this kind of situation. Not that I can't blame myself, because there are jobs out there, but the jobs, they're all geared towards products, and the products are full of bullshit. Everybody's geared towards products. You go to work to buy products, and then you go back to work to buy products. And that sounds like a funny statement at first, but what the hell's going on here? The politicians are out of their mind. Girls are out of their mind. People are smoking pot. They've legalized it. You can see the spirit of psychosis in a lot of people. They act weird. There's kids across the street that hang out in front of the bus station all the time, like around 5 p.m. You can see this weird spirit with them. And this is the real truth. Okay, you don't need to go to a church. And there's not many of them that are actual believers nowadays. But the more you understand that you're being lied to by these psychotic narcissists, you don't have to. They're impetuous. It gets weird, but that's not the main point. I'm going to be using eBay to try and catapult myself out of the situation. And there's no support. The other thing is there's no gal there. Let's see, a lot of men want women around and stuff like that, but where is she? I don't know. She's with some black guy, for all I know. Too many girls got too many friends. It's a complexity of things, This poverty has gone on a long time for me, and the government's not helping anybody. I see a lot of different things that I could explain to you, subject after subject after subject, and it's all going to end one day. But I am, working on pulling myself up by my own bootstraps, and it's taken a long time to get to where I am. Hopefully I can push on through. I'll be able to push on through. I'll make it. Such bullshit, It's wasted my time.